Hello everybody and welcome to the final and official 4th annual Union Tournament. And I only say final because we're past the Flex Tournament now.
Okay, good, because that confused me. That's a great picture. We have our disc golf laser glasses on.
I'm one of your hosts, Julian Murphy.
Look at those pants. Justin Murphy here as well, as usual. And right into it here, let's meet this feature card, Julian.
So we first have up Clayton Morgan. You might remember him from the Provincials Tournament. He's from St. Thomas, Ontario. He is the president of the St. Thomas Disc Golf Club, been playing since 2002.
Yeah, and we got Phill Diloné, the American. This guy is a character, can throw really far, he had a baseball background, so watch this guy play today. It's going to be exciting. Throws a mean thumber.
Oh yeah, we've got Asher Wallman rocking the Movember.
That's legit.
Also from St. Thomas, he's been playing since 2016. And rounding out the card,
Provincial champion Derek Jones here. He's back to see if he can make his stamp on another tournament here, I guess.
Look at that slow turn.
Yeah, and I noticed his pants. They're very patriotic, and why not?
Gotta do it for True North Disc Golf.
Absolutely. Of course, everyone is tied right now at an even score, Julian, because we haven't thrown a Frisbee yet.
That's true.
And by we, I mean them.
And also by Frisbee, you mean disc.
Correct.
Sponsored by
one more
Wallman.
thing. Getting right into it, hole one. One of the tougher holes to start you off here. It's a par 3, 400 feet approximately. Let's say exactly 396. You want to throw something straight that's going to hold a line, maybe a hyzer flip gently. It's going to go straight for about 300 feet and then start fading gently towards the end here. It's going to be a right-hand backhand is what I mean. And then that path right behind the basket is OB. It'll be interesting to see what Derek Jones does here, Julian, as a lefty.
Good call.
As Clam starts us off.
And remember, he's got such a big arm.
It's the same size as everyone else's. He just throws it farther.
I disagree. I think it's abnormally larger on the right side.
You gotta be kidding me. Like, that looked like a practice throw.
And he's inside the circle. What a great shot to start the tournament.
Sorry, as Phill throws here. It looked pretty smooth, too. The wind was not an issue with this round. It was a beautiful day. A little cold and frosty, as you can see.
Whoa!
Jeepers, nice shot, Phill.
Nice and close.
But there was no wind. You could just throw a disc and it would fly true to its numbers today.
Do you think he's going to get that birdie?
No.
Last up is Asher.
I think Derek has to throw after him.
Sorry,
It's okay.
I'm off my game today.
It's okay. We just got back from Cuba, everybody. We're a little bit rusty here, and hopefully this stays in bounds.
And somehow roll back.
Okay, he should have maybe an 18-foot par putt, though, so hopefully that goes in for him.
Yeah, definitely makeable.
Forehand. This is what I've been wanting to see. Oh, little icy.
Nice and low and turns that over a little bit more than he would have liked.
I did notice a very obvious slip there, too. Good on him to keep it. Oh, and it's long.
He got the distance.
He did. 430 feet there. Got a circle's edge putt. And if we know anything about Derek, he's going to probably give that a healthy bid.
Even with that OB behind it, that's a dangerous putt. Let's see. Oh, come on.
So I'm going to act surprised, but I was watching that. I saw it happen.
Seriously?
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but
That was exciting.
well, I tried. Usually I'm way more exciting. This is a great putt. I was right up there on the hill watching it.
What is he, about 40, 45 feet?
We had it at 50. Derek said it was 80 feet, but I think it was about 50.
And OB is 15 feet behind the basket. Like,
exactly.
That's a dangerous putt.
Yeah, you don't draw metal there. That's out. And he's just telling his caddy back there. You see that?
Oh, no.
As Clam.
Clay.
Tough start for Clay. But look at, always smiling, always, you guys mind if I tap this out? He knows there's going to be more birdie putts out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
First, hasn't been on camera for about a couple months maybe.
And Asher puts in the par.
Yeah. So it didn't go out in a terrible spot, obviously. Good job for Asher to collect that par. A par on this hole is great.
Can
It's
Phill
fine.
reach this for the tap-in, do you think? Or no, he's got to putt it still.
Yes, he does. And shout out to that beautiful plaid Detroit Red Wings hat. I like it. With a bonbon, as I called it.
Yeah, he's got to cheer for the home team, right?
His home team.
His home team. It's got to be the closest, maybe the closest to St. Thomas, too.
That's a good point. I know a lot of people
very
from
close.
London, St. Thomas that love the Red Wings. A couple of birdies there. Big putt from Derek and an easy putt from Phill because of his drive. And then Clay with the unfortunate miss from about 12 feet. And Asher collects his par after going OB. So not a bad start for the card and hole as a whole.
Yeah, not a bad start at all. Now, hole 2, this one is a similar distance, but it's uphill instead of downhill. And it's a much more difficult basket position. So the play here is to throw it basically as hard as you can uphill and try to get it close to the basket. Easy right-hand backhand or left-hand backhand. You don't need to do anything special on this one. Just try to put it close.
Yeah, and these branches will come into play a little bit, but mainly on the upshot here. And this tee pad looks a little icy.
It does look slick.
And Phill puts a nice move on this one. That's a great shot. That's
Holy
actually,
cow.
if you remember the flex start, Julian, no one even got that close. He's about circle's edge there.
Unreal.
There was a wind that day, but still. We all know Derek can mash. Okay, 2 for 2.
Great shot.
Yep,
Wow.
2 great shots. The wind being down might also help these guys get there. And we know Clay has that power. Let's see what he can do.
He's just going to throw mid-range.
Yeah, probably. Actually flying like one, sort of.
Oh, no. That's... Okay. I don't think he wanted to slip on the tee pad, likely.
It's very smart. As the day went on, the grip got way better, obviously. And I was surprised they let us out here, to be honest. It was very, very, very slick. And usually on a golf course, with frost at all, you're not allowed out there, right? So
Yeah, no, Asher puts that one a little bit low, but he's still in a good position to have an upshot and potentially get his par.
yeah, sometimes when you're thinking about footwork, compromising your footwork, you can turn it over too much and bury it into the ground. It happens often.
Yeah,
He's going to have a circle's edge putt for par. Hopefully he can collect another one.
it's a good way to play this course. Just you want to keep as close to par as you can and take the birdies when you get the opportunity.
Yeah. I've played this tournament a few...
Oh, no. Oh,
Good roll, though. No, maybe... I don't know.
yeah, that wasn't bad. He's still in front or beside that tree, I think.
I've played this tournament 3 out of the 4 years now, and in my opinion, this is the easiest it played this year. Oh man, nice putt!
Almost 2 for 2.
Dialed in with those P2s. I found it a little easier this year, the way they had to change the layout, because there was snow up until about a week before this tournament. As Asher cans a par putt, so he shortened the holes a little bit to make them. No, I wouldn't say easier, but definitely not as long as this course can play. So, and let's get a replay of Asher just dancing one in there.
Ooh,
Yes,
just
sir.
Hangs on. They all count. If it's in the basket, they count.
That beautiful camera crew back there. And Phill with an air
Phill.
ball. And he'll have a bit of a knee knocker on the way back for par. He got himself to a great spot. That was his drive. Wow. Hopefully Clay can collect his par.
Yeah, nerves out of the way. He made the putt.
He's
and he
so
is,
happy about it.
He is happy about it.
That's a sick celly. That's Canadian for celebration. Usually it's a hockey term for all the Americans and Europeans that watch this.
Is that the hockey term dangle putt celly?
Dangle putt celly. Sure.
Upshot putt celly?
Yes. All of the above.
Derek
And-
taps the basket. He's feeling the love again. So we have a star par binks here from everybody. 3s across the board. Phill Diloné and Derek Jones are leading our card at 1 down. And Clay and Asher are still at even going into hole 3.
Yes, they are. I mean, pars are, I bet you it's the most common score on that hole.
Big shout out to our sponsors, Prodigy, for that ad. Fantastic.
And this tournament. This tournament was put on by Prodigy, so that's great. I like that, the rhythm. Very rhythmic. This hole will play into most people's games, I think, that can throw far in the Pro Division. It's a par 4 that's not very long. There's no OB really to speak of. There's a little bit of schnarb on the left that you can get in trouble with. But for the most part, hang it out big and long onto this fairway on the right, the golf fairway, and then make an upshot around this some big trees to a guarded basket. Most guys are going to throw whatever they can throw far and straight here.
Phill Diloné
Looks to be turned a little bit.
turns it over. It's still an open look from that side. It's just a little bit further. So
Right. That actually takes the trees out of play, these trees here. And you can kind of have a hyzer angle to the basket like you can see from there.
yeah, not a bad play at all. Let's see what Captain Canuck's going to do.
You're not a bad play.
Thank you. Much more touchy shot for a
Yeah.
lefty.
So from there, even he'll have the left inside hyzer gap. It'll just be a more technical shot, but it's definitely reachable still for him, especially.
Clay rips on this one.
And Clay's been playing disc golf a
that's-
very, very long time. As a kid, he even mentioned. And that's way, way, way down there.
I thought that actually touched Jupiter in the sky there for a second before it deflected off it and came back down. That was
We
far.
can't say that it didn't.
That's true.
Daytime, we couldn't really tell. He might be pinched by that tree a little bit. We'll have to see. And Asher, I played with Asher in the second round, and he can really throw far. He's going for a roller here.
Dangerous play, but a really good one. It can pay off if it works.
That doesn't look dangerous at all. He just outdrove Clay Morgan.
Wow, and he's on the open side,
And
too.
he is. And I bet you he just took that large tree out of play for him. Yeah, he did. Well
Wow,
done, sir.
Great shot, Asher.
Asher. Hardly even know her. And Derek's going to show us this technical inside line here. Yep, flip it up nice. This is looking good. Just missed that tree.
Fade in.
Skip.
Oh,
There we
got
go.
A look. It's a long putt, but he's got a look.
If we know anything about Derek Jones and long putts, he makes them.
All right, Phill from the open right side.
You know, Phil's another one of those guys that doesn't look like he's trying when he throws, and it just goes far. And that could be good.
That could be close.
It could be bad. It could have skipped. It could have been in the basket. We're not sure.
You remember when you said those trees were in Clay's way?
Well, that's how you take him. Oh, my.
I think he disagrees with you.
Well, they were in his way. He had to throw a different shot.
No, that was perfect. That's
Okay.
he
All
drew
right.
it up like that.
I know. My bad.
Great shot, Clay.
And this looks a little inside here on this tree.
Might play
Okay,
down
no,
and be close.
perfect. Ish. No, he's 60 feet.
Yeah, that's a long putt.
It just got a little nose up on him, it looked like.
There's Phill already playing the next hole.
Yeah, he's like, I can put my bag over here, guys. It's good course management and a long putt from Asher. Nice run.
Try.
Why do I expect Derek to make this?
I don't know. Because he
No, it's low.
does that. Oh, shoot.
His footwork was a little bit compromised there, it looked like. Phill here for a bird. Air ball. Uh-oh. 2 air balls for Phill.
What do we have left? Clay is our last birdie chance, I think.
Yeah, he's within 18 feet. Come on, Clay. Attaboy.
Nice.
Great putt.
Nice putt.
And
Feeling
one
the
of these guys
prodigy
has
love.
to get a birdie on this. Like I say, it plays pretty easy, this hole.
Yeah, well, he's got a Prodigy hat on. They're Prodigy baskets. Coincidence?
It was probably a prodigy putter.
very likely.
I like that sweater Phil's gone on. He is part of the Discraft Underground team, which is probably why he's wearing that sweater.
Well, that makes sense.
He's, like I mentioned, he's wearing that Red Wings hat, but this tournament, one of the sponsors was the Toronto Maple Leafs, so I'm not sure about the conflict of interest on that.
Yeah, we're going to have a serious talking to with Phill here.
And a right-handed putt from Derek. Well done, sir. Just a game. This guy has it all.
Well done.
Yeah.
Good tap out for the par.
And what are we looking at here for scores, Julian?
We had one birdie on the card. That was Clay Morgan, and the
Who?
rest of the guys parred it. So,
Perfect.
three-way tie at 1 down. Not sure what the other cards are at this point, because we didn't have live scoring on this tournament.
No, we didn't. That's unfortunate, but next year we'll get it, I think. We'll talk to the TDs, and hopefully that's a thing. So it's fun to throw a big open par 4, you know, where you throw something long and straight, and hopefully you just have an easy upshot to the basket. And then you got this sucker here, which is a very technical shot. Any one of these pine trees or Japanese bonsais, whatever they are, can touch a disc. It just draws it into the left or right. So you want to keep it down the middle and free of any obstacles in its way and just get it there.
Ideally landed in the basket.
That would be ideal. And probably throwing mids here. He's probably throwing his Sonic. Oops.
Stego.
Stego.
Shoot, that faded out a
that a
little early,
dinosaur
so it might have been
reference?
a Stego.
Is that a dinosaur reference? Thank you. You know how I love dinosaurs. A little early for Clay. He'll be able to pitch over for a par, hopefully, and
Phil's likely throwing.
buzz. I got to be a buzz.
Gotta be.
Okay, another same kind of spot. They'll both have on the knee putts probably. And what's Derek going to throw? That pink disc. Oh, it's up high, and it's turning.
Again, a very touchy shot for a left-handed player here.
No, it's not.
And
Oh, I think that one branch just kind of slowed it down, but he's in the middle. He should have a good Derek Jones look at it. And these shots when you're on camera are so tough to try and hit that angle. Just kidding. They're easy. Look at that. All right.
Perfect.
Not bad.
No, not too bad. You can end up in some pretty deep.
Still not as good as me. Still not as good as Mitch Saunders on the flex start, but we'll let them. Yeah, we'll let it slide for today.
As long as these guys can get it close or even do a half bid for it.
Oh, Jeff's not even in position to film this. What's he doing back there? Oh, good line.
Or a full bid.
And Jeff did, but that was his angle. So Jeff actually did get in position to record that. Good job, Jeff. Nice jersey as well. Derek.
Get low. Stay in.
Ooh, nice footwork too. A lot of Jeff highlights on this hole, it looks like. I'm sure we've mentioned it before, but Jeff is True North Disc Golf. So if you ever see him out there, shake his hand and say thanks for bringing this sport to YouTube for Canadians.
Yep, bringing everybody together.
And the new disc golf store in Brantford.
Oh yeah, good call.
Nice putt, Derek.
Yeah, if you're in Brantford, really you should check that out.
Yeah, Brantford, Ontario, not Brantford.
Brantford, Ontario.
Yeah,
not Brantford.
Wait, there's another Brantford I was just thinking of from a movie or a show or something.
PEI.
I'm sure there's one there. Phil's just having some putting issues a little bit too still. Hopefully he can sort those out. And
oh no, Asher.
Dink.
He's cosplaying as Michael Jackson with the one glove on. It just didn't work out for him.
Cosplay. You would make that reference on this. What was that movie with Brantford? Was it like It or something? Was it It?
Message us if you know what movie contained a Brantford.
I feel like it was It. No, maybe not.
And don't say Wayne Gretzky's life story.
Or do.
Or do. All right, tough hole for these guys here.
It's a cool little case there for Clay. It's kind of Ricky Wysocki-ish. You can sit on it.
Oh, yeah.
Drag it around. It's nice and sturdy, it looks like.
Yeah, so tough hole for these guys for sure. 2 pars, 2 bogeys. It's not the longest hole, but if you go left or right, like you said earlier, it can be fairly punishing. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And only Asher's above par at this point, though.
All right, thanks for the dubstep beats there, Prodigy. That was cool. I love dubstep, kind of. And Julian, this hole's awesome. Martin Hendel's favorite hole. Fun fact.
And Julian Murphy's now favorite hole, now because I'm a Martin Hendel fanboy.
Right, okay.
Hole 5, par 3, 345, massive drop in elevation. You're throwing off a cliff, off a hill, it's an elevated tee.
That's what we're getting at here.
Play here is just it's easy for a right-hand back, and you want to get it close. And let's see what Clay does with that.
Probably most of these guys are going to throw a hard mid. Keep it straight as long as you can. Because if it starts fading high like that, you might get too far left. Like that. So that was a bit stable for Clay. And maybe these other guys will make a correction here.
Yeah, you can see the elevation kind of in that shot.
I think Marty, if I remember correctly, I played with Martin first round. I think he threw a putter that just stayed straight the whole time and was like under the basket. And a forehand looked like no, it couldn't be a Firebird. Could it?
I'm sure it could
Glow
be.
something. It looks like could be a Sexton Firebird. And Phil puts a great move on this. I think throwing downhill, Julian and I are Chicopee players. You want to throw it low down the hill, and that's good. That drives it forward. Mm-hmm. You don't want to get any height on a downhill shot. So Phil with a beautiful shot there. He's in circle 1.
No, you're throwing downhill, you throw down.
Yeah.
Was that a shout out to Chicopee's?
I think it was. And this looks really good if it can just stable up here.
Play, throw down.
Yeah, and you know what, Julian?
Great shot.
Yeah, because that hill, you won't get too far. Exactly, it'll
Mm-hmm.
stop the disc. That's a great shot. He could be in circle's edge here. Oh, circle
ways
3,
away.
maybe. Okay, so that stayed straighter longer than I thought.
But you know what? Still easy up shot position.
Yep. Get in there.
Ooh. Oh! Wow, nice run. Great run from Clayton Morgan there.
That was a great run. We're even going to get a replay of the miss. I love that. This was
Look
a
at
great
the distance.
one. Yeah, it's about 90 feet maybe. Just a little snap of the wrists and off the post. That's too bad.
Denied. Shoot.
But he'll have his par, and he gave it a good birdie run. So what more can you ask for from that distance? Jump putt from Asher. He tried to kick it in with his right leg, it looked like back there.
Sometimes it works.
Oh, I know.
Most times, if you don't have any magic powers, it doesn't.
Derek step putt. Get some. Oof.
Ooh.
He's got about 12 feet left for the par, and Asher's got about 18 for the par here.
Par 2, P2?
Oh, my goodness. Keep
Nice
doing
par.
it. It's fun.
All right.
And as Clayton said, attaboy Asher.
Yeah, get it in.
Oh, I love that. He just looks back like, what? All the time. And Phill. Big birdie from Phill.
There we
and
go.
that's a good putt to get after you've missed a couple that you might at least want to draw a medal on. He had a couple air balls and then I think a chain out. So that's good. Let's see if he can build on that as Derek collects his par, taps the Prodigy band.
And Clay tapping in here.
Ooh. That hit the pole and went right off the top of the basket.
All
and
right.
loud noises back there. Cool.
Loud noises.
Is that an accent aigu or a grave over top of Diloné?
That
the
is
E.
an accent aigu.
And what's the difference?
Diloné
Dilo-
versus Diloné.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Huh?
Figured you'd know that. Julian's very smart, everyone, so just so you know. And however you say it, he got the only birdie, and the other guys were par on a beautiful hole, Julian. And another beautiful hole here.
Yeah,
What do we got?
It's hole 6, par 3. It's 411 feet. It's a left to right finishing hole. You want to throw a big forehand if you've got it, lefty backhand. The basket's right here before the path here. The path is not OB on this part, and the river is though, and the basket is only 15 feet or so from the OB Creek. So.
It's river and beyond as well.
Oh,
We
okay.
saw Hendel in the flex start go past it,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and Phill putting up not a forehand or a lefty backhand, so we're both idiots. And that's got to sit. So from the tee box, it might look like Phill went in the water because of that little island, the little peninsula there saved him.
I think he must have practiced this round a couple of times in this hole.
No kidding.
He knew exactly where that was going to land.
And then Clay also not throwing a right hand forehand or lefty backhand. So if you guys want to know the play on a hole, it's the opposite of what Julian and I say normally. And this is a good spot.
Yeah, great shot.
They both about pin high there, 400 feet.
Now this hole plays to Derek's strengths.
Big
so-
time. I was just going to say, I'm excited to see what Derek Jones can hear. And something funny happens on camera as the camera person laughs.
He goes wide.
This is a good looking shot, though, as long as it can get some ground play.
Fade and skip.
As long as it can get some cosplay. Sorry. You said it once. I had to say it. And they're all pretty much in the same spot, except for Phil's a little bit down on that peninsula. And let's see if Asher... Oh, my God. The only person that threw what you said was Derek.
I thought he
Oh,
was-
God, a
no.
roller. Roller alert. And
Oh, wow.
Asher's roller game is on point. My goodness.
Oh wow, that's not a bad spot at all.
I know it ended up in the stuff over there, but he still has an open look at it.
Yeah, there's some pretty nasty thorns in some of those bushes.
Yes. Did you get your hand on one?
Totally not from experience.
Remember you complaining about it, actually.
Nope. And
Another medal hit for Clay. 2 for 2.
he finds that's the easiest way to not have a comebacker.
True. Well,
Just to
no, I
hit
mean,
the
it's not
basket.
bad. Exactly. Hit the medal. Another step putt from Derek. Get in there. Oh! Love this guy.
What is going on?
Oh, he's going for a 5K run here. Look at this. Slams
Yeah,
it.
You just
That's 60 feet. He put enough ante on that
He's-
overstable P2 to just crush it dead
a
center.
machine. Holy cow!
Man,
Like-
great putt from Derek.
Every once in a while, people can make those putts,
Yeah,
but with that regularity, and we've seen him do it before, it's
Oh, Phill!
unreal.
Sorry. I got
Good
excited.
run, Phil.
Yeah, he got 2 on camera in 6 holes. That one was farther than the first one. Asher about the same distances, and he's just laying up. He says, you know what? With this angle, that water could come into play, so smart play by Asher. As our camera person clears some of the sniffles out. It's a little chilly out there. Good putt from Clay. I'm not really. I mean, it's 10 feet. 9 maybe. Good job converting
Gets
it.
the par, though.
He got the par.
He gets the par. And Phil's going to tap in his par.
Yep.
And same with Asher.
And Derek with the lone
And again,
birdie.
the story on that hole
Oh, man.
is that putt by Derek Jones.
He's just strutting around. He's not even carrying his own bag. He just stepped it off.
Oh, yeah, he did.
130 feet. No, Derek. but it was from.
It was unreal.
It was
still.
very good distance.
It was unreal. All right, 2 down for Derek through the event, 1 down for Phill and Clay, and Asher is 1 up right now. So that's after 6 holes. There's still lots of tournament left to play.
Yeah, these guys are all playing pretty well right now. As we are going to thank, again, St. Thomas Golf and Country Club. This course is beautiful, and it's a very old, there's a lot of rules and stuff that you have to follow because it's a very vintage course. So we really thank them for accepting us onto this course to play this tournament because it's a very old school type ball golf course, and to let us play here is probably hard for them. But it's amazing.
Sure. And just a lot of great work to organize this by Colin.
Yeah, and Bob.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so this drone flight, as we mentioned before, is not totally accurate. The fairway and everything else is correct, but that basket's about 40 feet back behind those that big splitting tree there. You want to throw a lefty backhand, maybe a soft turnover putter that can just land by the basket, or a forehand that doesn't skip aggressively towards that OB creek.
Or a roller just to cover all of the shots
Yes.
in case Asher decides to throw that.
And Derek throws it pretty well how you want to do it. I think he would have aced if the basket would have been where it was on the drone flight.
For sure. Call it now.
I know he would have aced then.
Phill going with the soft turnover
But
backhand.
that's smart because now you throw it to the hill and watch this. Ground play, cost play, perfect.
He's got it through the trees. He's only 15 feet away probably.
That's the Julian Murphy putt.
With the
Julian
open
from
look.
60 feet likes to go through those trees and crush birdies. I've seen it twice.
Not with the regularity Derek does, but...
Right. This also looks very good. Holy
wow.
cow. These guys are making this look so easy.
That is such a touchy shot.
Well, look at so you can
Look at
see
the
the
angle.
reverse angle exactly, how they have to shape that shot. Let's go, Asher. 4 for 4 here.
Roller. Come on, roller. Ah.
Oh,
Oh, that's... You know what?
no,
If
it's gonna
that's stable,
go in the creek,
It is not stable.
and it's going for a wee dip. Bon voyage.
Au revoir. There we go. Oh, stop.
That was not a bon voyage. That was a very short voyage.
Yep. Un petit voyage?
Un petit voyage. Throw in. All right. So hopefully he can straddle and make a bogey there. That's a tough one for Asher. He saw those other guys throw the same line, so he wanted to try it too, and why not?
Yeah, absolutely. It worked for Clay.
Hope
But
this isn't too close for Derek. Nope. Dead center low. He's fine.
Easy bird for him. I was just saying about Clay has such a nice backhand for touch shots. The
Yep.
like the slow Annie, the slow turn. Shoot. Sorry, I was talking through your putt there, Phill. That was my bad.
He just a little bit gripping the stick here, as we'd say in hockey, with his putts right now. But Asher with a nice bogey save. Good conversion on the straddle.
Hopefully he gets his disc back.
The yellow one,
Mm-hmm.
it went on a petit voyage, remember? It's actually still there. I can see it.
Right now?
No, just kidding. Nice birdie from Clay as he parks it, and a tough one for Phill as he just went top right corner. It could have caught, could have not, and it chose not on this occasion.
And the cross chains on the baskets will sometimes do that. They favor the center putts more than the outside chain putts.
Yeah, for sure.
2 birdies though, one from Clay and one from Derek, the 2 guys who really you'd expect with their the way they throw. So
Yeah, and I bet you Phill would tell you before anyone that he wouldn't want it to that birdie as well. So
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
And this one, hole 8, is a fairly straightforward shot. 276 feet. Plays uphill, maybe 20 or 30 feet. It's about a 310-foot drive, I'd say, distance-wise. But there's nothing really OB about it. Just throw something straight at the basket. Maybe avoid these large trees on the right. Lefty backhand's probably optimal for Derek on this one. And then the other guys are going to throw some sort of a turning shot or maybe a forehand. We'll see. As Derek's got that Sexton Firebird in his hand.
That disc is money for him.
Yeah, he throws it nice and high, I noticed too. All the time it just comes back and spikes like that.
Great shot.
Yep.
It might be a little too close for him to make the bird.
14 feet, yeah. He could probably putt that Firebird, I bet.
He should have kicked it down the hill a bit.
Clay throwing 2 discs at once. Someone has to tell him it's... Oh, never mind. Sorry.
He just wanted to try out the lefty line as well.
Get around it.
Sit,
And
sit.
some bad ground play.
I should have picked the pink one.
Yeah. Circle's edge, though. He'll have a straddle for that. And Clay, kind of a hot and cold putter. Let's see if he's hot on this occasion. And this is what I've been waiting for.
There's the baseball toss.
The thumber. We all know this. Well, actually, maybe you don't. Phill Diloné has a monster thumber, and it comes from his baseball background. He played ball, sounds like pretty competitively up until his teen years when he decided to get into this sport. Actually, no, sorry. He got into this sport 6 years ago, he said. but he played baseball competitively. And also, I believe martial arts. His father's a black belt in 3 different countries.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's
pretty
right.
cool. It sounds like an athletic young man for sure. As Asher goes first after driving last and just misses his putt.
And it's nice that sits down. It can roll down this
And
hill.
that basket, Julian, I'm telling you, the camera angle maybe, but that is really crooked.
Woo.
Clayton Morgan.
There we go. He's hot.
He is hot. That's right. That was the option, wasn't it? Hot or not. And he walked in before he knew it was in. He started walking, which actually means he didn't maintain balance. So that's an illegal putt. So that's sorry, Clay. That's a bogey.
I think it was good.
And Phill gets me too. Yeah, someone chirped Phill. I think. Thumber birdie for Phill, perfect. And Derek, hangs on for the birdie, maybe a bit right side, which is am side for a lefty.
I think Derek's just trying to intimidate Phill actually with those pants. I think that was his specific choice of.
Why not? Why not? You're gonna wear a Red Wings hat? Watch this. I raise your Red Wings hat to
A country.
with flags on my legs.
Flag legs. 3 birdies, 1 par. Well played hole all around for these guys. It's a tight race on this card. So
Really
Derek
is.
Jones 4 down, Clay 3 down, Phill 2 down, and Asher at 2 up right now.
We're gonna see some good disc golf here.
After 8 holes, being 4 down is not a bad score at all. So
I'd venture to say it's a good score.
I would too. Hole 9, par 3, 252 feet. It is a straight tunnel shot. Trees on the left. Strunnel shot.
Thank you.
Trees on the left, trees on the right. You just want to throw a putter as straight as you can. Whatever your straight flying disc is, with limited fade, throw it here. Whether
Very,
it's
very, very well said, Julian.
left hand backhand, right hand backhand, forehands in both.
Roller,
A
thumber. What's the
tomahawk,
other? Scuba.
Scuba.
What do we say, everyone? Derek's. This could finish right a bit.
Someone throws a different shot, so help me.
Okay, so he's maybe 12 feet, but I think
In the thick trees.
trees.
The brush.
And that's gonna grab some early branches there. Michelle Branch, famed '90s singer. Okay, let's see what he does here. I thought he might throw a thumber, and I've seen a guy throw a thumber down this gap, just a really low one.
Oh wow, that's
But he's a
touchy
lefty,
shot too.
and he's weird. His name's Adam. So let's see here if Asher can make the correction. Okay, that's an overcorrection. Hopefully he gets a little bit of forward momentum here, progression.
There is a play to go on the outside and have it crash in.
Yes.
We saw Martin.
Yeah,
handle
after
that
his
in the
shot
first-
finished left. That's
in the
right, he went
flex.
open. And a rare forehand from Clay Morgan. And it ended up in another spot. Might see another one of those, Julian.
Yeah, he's playing Army golf, going right, left, right, left.
Yes, he is. And, okay, so he's in the spot where Martin was. Oh, no.
And actually,
Oh, God.
Asher also playing Army golf because he works for the Canadian Forces.
Very, very good segue. And he used his arm to throw that.
That
So that's
all of
Army.
the above.
Get in there.
Oh, good run.
Good run from Asher. He got lucky and got back to the middle after that forehand crashed a tree, so that's good to convert. And another forehand from Clay.
Back to
Great
back.
angle.
You saw it here first.
Back-to-back forehands. For anyone that doesn't watch disc golf in Canada, which is most of you, that's like watching Conrad throw 2 in a row. James Conrad, not Conrad Birdie. Great name, by the way. Conrad Birdie, is he not the newspaper guru from Canada?
No, Conrad Black.
Conrad Black. So who's Conrad Birdie?
I have no idea. I think you just made that up.
Okay,
You're
that's a
thinking
good disc golf name.
Yep.
Great
Ah,
putt.
boy.
Derek
Gets the bird.
Getting some love from his caddy back there with that neon green, I think it's an Octothorpe.
Who is that caddying for him?
That's Conrad Birdie.
If you are the caddy for Derek Jones, please comment on this YouTube video.
Hey, it's me, Conrad Birdie.
And there's Adam, the editor, in the background, holding the camera for the tap outs.
Mr. Graphic scratching his chin. Thanks very much for your hard work, Adam.
And Clay.
That was a long putt for a bogey. Good on Clay for putting that in. And he's fist pumping.
I did it.
Loves it. And that was a tough hole for these pros, Julian. And kind of a tough way to end your front 9 coverage. Mm-hmm. Except for Derek.
Yeah, it was a great front 9 for Derek, though. 5 down through 9.
I'd say he's shredding.
Yeah, well played front half of the first round of the Union 4 disc golf tournament.
Oh, was it 4? I thought it was IV.
Uh-huh. Yep. That's it. They're talking about what usually grows in the
Ivy.
stuff there.
Well done, Julian. Okay, truenorthdiscgolf.com. That's our website, guys. Go there and support us. We want to grow the sport together, like we've mentioned several times. Like and subscribe for more videos! !
Absolutely, and you will see us shortly for the back nine.
Correct. And let's see if Derek can keep this hot score going, and some more great shots, Julian.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see some more long putts, likely from him or from others. So tune in, keep watching. See you in the next one.
Peace.